4.
But then they will have to give up the ball here. They can't hold it.
Kansas on a 9-2 stretch. Almost. Chalmers. Anderson calls timeout with 44 seconds to go. What a championship night. What a game it's been.
And Jim Calipari said to Rose, don't give up the ball.
Arrow and belongs to Kansas. There is Ellen Calipari. She worked in the business office in the athletic department at Kansas when John Calipari went from a volunteer assistant to a full-time assistant. He met her there in Lawrence. And there is Cindy Self. She was a cheerleader at Oklahoma State. Her husband was a 4-year letterman, and they won at Allen Fieldhouse his senior year, and the whole contingent went out, and he met her for the first time, oddly enough, there on that road trip as the Cowboys celebrated in Lawrence.
Don't need to foul now, Jim. We've got an opportunity to play just solid defense. 16 left on the shot clock.
And Rose wants the ball in his hands like you called for.
Yeah, what they did, they went to a 1-4 offense, just let him keep the ball.
Ball squirts out. Last touch by Kansas. 7 on the shot clock.
Rose won the foul, didn't get it, but you better believe they're going to put it back in his hands. Not a bad idea for Kansas now to double team Rose so he can't get the touch on the inbounds pass.
Collins is defending Rose. Driving with Douglas Roberts. Shot.
Great job by Rush.
Here comes Collins in Kansas. The 2 will tie it. No whistle at the other end. Memphis with the numbers up ahead. Douglas Roberts will take it to the hole and it'll go to the line.
Jim, in that particular case, unless you have the layup uncontested, keep the ball in your hands and let the clock go by.
What about at the other end with Collins driving?
Well, a lot of activity here. Anderson was that long reach of his, able to hang in there. You know, you think of Kansas with their national championships, 2 losses in the 50s, one to Indiana 69-68, and one to the triple overtime to North Carolina 54-53.
2 shots here, and that was woefully off the line.
But you see how he pulled back, Jim?
He's missed his last 2.
He is not staying with the shot. As I said, there's a lot of difference making them when you're up by 20.
Keeps it a 1-possession game. How big is that point that was reviewed and taken away? Off the Rose shot again. Really missing by a wide margin, but it's Dozier keeping it for the Tigers.
Now they can hold it all the way here.
And a foul first. It'll send Rose to the line. They're in the double bonus. He'll have 2 shots.
Oh, wait a second here. Douglas Roberts banged the ball on the floor and bounced it up. The referee's doing a great job here not calling that a technical.
Well, they could have.
They could have, but they didn't, and that was great judgment by the officials.
Rush
he was mad at himself, not at a call.
Rush committed the foul.
Watch this right here. He is mad at himself for missing those free throws, and that was great judgment.
Eddie Hightower went over, settled them down, but Rose will be coming out of this timeout with 2 shots.
Jim, as something as fundamental as a blockout, watch what Dozier does to get this rebound. Goes all the way across the lane, the blockout's released. Dozier's long arms gets it and gives Memphis an opportunity.
Now, what will Rose do with the line? Douglas Roberts had been so solid throughout the tournament, but here under pressure, he's missed his last 3. Rose has made his last 13, going back to Saturday's game at the line.
Jim, we talked about it all the time. They weren't concentrating in regular season. Then they started to concentrate, but they didn't have to concentrate under pressure. This is a big deal right here for this freshman.
Kansas just used its last timeout.
He backed off as well.
Wow.
You look at where his feet are compared to where he released the shot. He's back 1.5 feet.
It's called pressure. He's got 1 more, and Kansas, at the very least, will have a shot to tie it with 10.8 seconds.
Stays with that one.
Kansas has made only 2 threes on the night. They must make 1 here to extend the game. Collins driving, almost lost the handle. Chalmers for the tie. Got it with 2 seconds. Unbelievable. Dozier at midcourt for the championship. No, we're going to overtime in San Antonio.
Jim, the free throws did it and put Memphis in this kind of a position.
And Calipari will not have Dorsey in the OT. He fouled out.
Oh, and he might, and right now, look at Rose. He's either got a cramp or he hurt his ankle.
What a shot at the top of the key with players draped all over him. Only the 3rd 3 of the night.
And that was all net, Jim, but again, free throw.